Well, now I want to go to HO scale modeling segment. And this is sponsored by Mainline Hobby Supply.
Mainline Hobby Supply is your one-stop store for model trains in G, O, S, HO, N and Z scales, including locomotives, rolling stock, track, train sets, and more to help build your model railroad. We are the largest model railroad shop in the area, and we carry a wide range of model railroad supplies across scales. Our friendly staff is always available to help with your modeling needs and to special order anything you may require. Mainline Hobby Supply is in southern Pennsylvania, halfway between Philadelphia and Pittsburgh. We are only an hour away from Baltimore, and we are easy to get to from the 70, 81, 83, and 270 freeways. Plan to stop by on your next trip through Pennsylvania. Mainline Hobby Supply also has an online store that can cater to your modeling needs wherever you are located. With our large inventory, fixed shipping costs, friendly and knowledgeable service and prompt shipping, consider Mainline Hobby Supply for your next online order. Use the QR code to access our online store.
Well, our host for this segment is Ed O'Rourke, MMR. And Ed sent me an email earlier and said that he had kind of a conflict. But I think he may be here now. So, Ed, welcome.
Thank you. All right, let's see here. Where are we? Let's share the screen. There we go. All right. Yeah, let's do that. How's that? Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. So we're going to HO scale modeling. We tend to think that because it's a it's a smaller scale, you can put more track into the space that you have. There we go. That's true. But sometimes you don't want to do that. And so what I'm going to show you today is what you can do in HO scale if you don't insist on covering every square inch of your layout with track. And this is the SP Donner Pass layout of Peter Darling from Rochester. We just had our NER convention in Rochester a couple of weeks ago. And we're using it as a rehearsal for the 2028 NMRA National Convention that'll be in Rochester, we hope. So if you get a chance to get there, maybe you'll get a chance to see Peter's layout. So he models the Donner Pass. And let's see if I can get this going here. There we go. Okay, so this is the scenes that he has here. You can see the expanse of scenery that there is. This is sort of the beginning of the layout where it starts out. The lower level train here is a narrow gauge line that ran out in this same area. Just kind of comes out from under a bridge behind a mountain and comes into town. There's another shot of it. You can see that there. And he puts up pictures of what the actual scene looks like so you can compare it to what he's done here, which is just amazing. I got to run the passenger train here through all this scenery that he's built. And it takes about 20 minutes to run a train over the pass here. He's got a lot of cab forwards and big long trains because he's got plenty of room to show them. But the beauty of it is that the trains don't dominate the scenery dominates the trains.
Mhm.
There you have another scene of it. All right, this one's a video. Everything on the layout is well done. I think he's got a mix of kits and scratch builds. He has some guys that build for him. Builds all the trees himself. Some of the trees he says now are commercial, but a lot of them he's built himself. And we're coming up. You can see he hasn't finished it yet. Just we're coming into a section that isn't done yet. So we'll skip ahead to the next one. Oops. There we go. We just had a presentation at a division meeting by a fellow who was up walking what's left of this line. This, of course, this line has been abandoned because they built a cutoff sort of. So, but you can still get up and walk it. He walked through some of the tunnels. He went in May, and there was still 8 feet of snow in some places, which made it exciting. No, I did it again. Wait a minute. There we go. Oh, that's it. So click to exit. And there we are. So that's what I got to show you for today. It's just I just was floored by this, and this is one of the best kept secrets in the Northeast because nobody's seen it until this convention, except the guys in the division out there that have been over to visit him. I'm hoping that they'll there's talk that Lou Sassy was going to come in and do it up for a model railroader, which would be interesting. Anyway, that's what I got to show you today. Next month we'll dive into my building of a new layout since I've moved. This was sort of prompted by the discussion Steve had about, what do you do when you tear down your layout at age 73?
Yeah.
So next month we'll start talking about what you do. Okay, thank you.
Ed, does he have a special way he builds trees? I mean, my God, the number of trees that he must have put on.
Peter, I don't know if you know Dick Elwell, his layout. You've heard of Dick. Now Dick is gone. He's passed. And Bob Ham, who's down your way, actually down in Florida now. Bob's moved down there. He and Peter and Dick were a group that modeled over there in that division, and they just I don't know what he does. He does a mix of commercial and his own stuff. He talked about, he said he built them. He didn't tell us how he did it. I'd like to get a clinic out of him on it, actually.
I'd love to. That's what I was thinking. Well, wouldn't that be great? Because the number of trees that he has on that layout. Gee whiz.
Peter's a retired. He's my age. He's a retired executive. I don't know whether he was Xerox or Kodak or what it was, but one of the big companies in Rochester. So he's quite talented.
Yeah, absolutely. Anybody have any questions for Ed? Well, Ed, we'll look forward next time to see what you're doing with your new layout.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.